What's up, and welcome to episode 39. As I realized I did not give anyone else any sort of countdown or heads up, but we are now recording and live. Um, I got Colin here, Hamilton here, and then Colin, are you good?
Just having a staring contest with the people.
Well, I thought you had broken. I thought you had like a. Thought your brain had malfunction.
Oh,
I
my
was.
brain's been malfunctioning for 26 years.
I was I'm just glad you're okay. Um, but we got our guest tonight. We got Eric. We are in the midst of ironing out another sock bet. So, um, Eric, if you get first, I will do an entire SPL stream with a sock in my mouth.
Okay.
That's like an hour and a
By
half.
first, do you mean win the championship?
Win the
or First
championship.
of the regular
Win the
season?
championship. I'm not. I don't give a shit about the regular season. And then
Making
in order
sure.
in order for him to do that, he'd obviously have to beat me too. So I'd feel extra crappy because you already know I'm getting second. And so for me to do that, Eric, I'll just say that you have to record yourself saying "Quattro Formaggi" with a
Oh,
sock in
fuck
your
you.
mouth.
Fine.
Do we have a deal?
Quattro Formaggi?
Thank you for that.
I'm assuming I heard a yes below that.
Yes.
All right.
To clarify, Eric's stake is if he gets sixth or gets relegated. That's a question, not a statement.
I feel like it's fair if I'm willing to do it for an entire 2-hour period that he could do it if he just gets relegated.
For 2 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. Eric, do you agree to that?
What was the agreement again?
If you
So
get
it's-
relegated.
Yeah.
Relegated? Sure. I'll agree to it. Why not?
It has to be a video.
Yes.
Okay. Fair.
Danny can take the video.
Quattro Formaggi video with sock.
And it has to be it can just be with just that emote length. But the music has to
Okay.
play, and then you say "Quattro Formaggi" with the sock in your mouth.
Oh, God. Okay.
All right. Well, let's get into rivalry week.
Quattro Formaggi?
I'm assuming that Eric ran that, and I'm gonna refuse to believe
it was not.
otherwise.
It was not me.
This
This isn't the first game of the week.
No, I literally
It is.
organized the playlist correct and then still clicked the wrong thing. I deliberately tried to make this week better. But we started off with Colin's Warriors FC versus Jake's Milwaukee Bucks. Am I correct about this? I'm
I
second
believe
guessing
so.
everything. I'm second guessing everything at this point. Apparently
It's MLS, so it was in the first half at least.
I think that's right, but I don't think you said Milwaukee Bucks with as much enthusiasm as.
Well,
is
actually,
required.
when the game first started, it was just Milwaukee, and then you can watch me drag it into frame live. So it would just be Milwaukee. I could not tell you a single thing about this series. Colin, do you remember anything?
I went back to rewatch it last night, and I got through the first game, and then your boy was tired, and I didn't finish it. But I do remember most of the game. At least on vanilla here, Jake's team was absolutely bullying me. We couldn't move the ball. We lost, I believe, 3-2, but then we picked up a 2-1 victory in game 2, sending us
Close.
to, I think was it Starship?
You won 3-2 in game 2 and won 2-1 in game 3.
Yes. So,
I'm looking at the scoreboards.
yes, I just pulled it up. I really should have those open. open up the website.
You've unlocked some memories. I remember your stress after game one.
We were stressed. Wario is not really scoring, but Hammer Bro is, so we're good.
I'm pretty sure
Got
your
the win.
Monty might have scored a big goal to potentially ice this game too. Um,
Uh,
but then you guys did grab the big win to get back on track. You had only gotten 1 point out of 6 in the previous 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
very, very big deal. And
Back on track, back on top.
yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I feel that surprised out of this Milwaukee loss. Hamilton, do you have any thoughts?
I was rooting for Jake, you know. If he can
Like you hated
upset
Jake.
me, certainly he can upset Colin, of course, right? Certainly.
I mean,
But apparently
he is
Apparently
having an
not.
A+ season, so
um, but Colin's team continues to inflate their goal differential, and I cannot fault them for that.
I think I got
So,
one goal difference out of this series.
You,
It was three
hey,
one-goal games.
plus is plus.
inflation happens slowly.
I wish
Remember
it was
that.
slower.
But yeah, no, good series to start off MLS. I feel like this series is kind of slept on because you weren't in the call, Hamilton. But this has to be one of the craziest upsets I've seen in a little bit. I mean, also it is slightly negated by what Eric's been doing in the SPL, but we'll
It's
get
also
into
negated
that.
by what Reed did as his map picks, but you know.
What did Reed let Wasteland through?
Well, we got Wastelands right now, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think he banned
so
Sand too, but
I'm going to ask, the question is, if you're a Yoshi manager and you're playing a princess, What are
Daisy is
you
not
more-
good on
I
Sand
have a
Tomb.
stat, I have a stat for this. I have a stat for this, and it's Daisy on Sand Tomb. Are you ready for Daisy's record on Sand Tomb?
hey, this doesn't need to get exposed.
Yeah, it does.
It's
'Cause that was
public
my number one
information.
pick.
5.
That was my number one
Daisy
pick.
is
for
1-5 on Sand Tomb.
You can't. You got to
Granted,
remember the princesses are not the same.
Wait, what's the stat?
Daisy's 1-5 on Sand Tomb.
It's gonna be 2-5.
Peach is 6-2. Daisy's 1-5. They have different maps. They have different abilities and stats. They're just both women and
It's gonna
are
be
bad.
2-5.
Wow. That's a hot take, Colin. Women are bad?
No, those are separate factors, and so they get grouped in together when in fact they are different. They are bad in different ways.
I'll say Hamilton, you're kind of in trouble for just grouping them together.
I don't think so.
Would you like to finish your point?
My point was going to be, do you think that if you're a Yoshi manager who is susceptible to Daisy apparently, would you ban Sand Tomb first or Wastelands? Colin has provided some stats that I think would be inclined to go with Wastelands, but if you're not looking at the map data, I don't hate the idea of banning Sand Tomb first.
What's Daisy's record on Wasteland, Colin? I know it's probably not great, but
3-4. That's her second best map.
so I'll say I hear what you're saying, Hamilton, but I'm not going to give someone the benefit of the doubt for not doing their job. I'm not I'm not going to do that. But I mean, we have the Princess Goat in the call right now. Do you from if you were playing against Reed right now, do you think it would be a blunder for him to ban Wastelands? I mean, to ban Sand instead of Wastelands, Eric?
Yes.
There you have it.
Very good point.
From the goat himself. Do you want to elaborate any more on that point, or just leave it at yes?
I think just yes. I would provide an argument, but I'm not sure how valid it is. The one Daisy went on Sand Tomb is from me. And it will
It
happen
is.
again.
He is the anomaly. Um,
So
but
wait, I'm gonna make sure that Eric is saying what he thinks he's saying. Eric, are you saying if you were Daisy's manager, you would rather play on Sand Tomb or Wasteland?
Phantom.
I thought that there might be a disconnect happening. So you
okay,
think
he's
Reed banning Sand Tomb is the right decision from someone playing against Daisy?
Yes.
Well,
and
we'll
that's
get to your
because
game later, Eric.
that's because you won on Santoom that one time.
Correct.
You've probably also won with Daisy on Wastelands. Just based on the amount of Daisy wins on Wastelands, which is 3.
No comment.
And Yoshi is 0-6 on Wastelands. Ofer. That is the second worst map record, period. The
Yeah.
worst is the Dead on Lava.
Yeah,
But number 2
0-7.
is Yoshi on Wastelands. Okay.
Peach on
Well,
Dump is close at 2-11.
shouts out to Ham.
I thought the dump was the answer. Apparently it was Sand Tomb.
Yeah, but anyway, huge result for Ham. Big for slowing Reed down because he was starting to build some rapid momentum, and this might shake Reed's faith in Yoshi for the next 3 seasons. So that's also big for you guys. But last game of the week we had the Nepo Babies versus Fredchester United. Fredchester really hoping to get something done. And they actually were able to pull it off. I don't think I was going to say that I don't think they were in the call, but Freddie actually was in the call, driving with his partner in pouring rain while watching and commentating on SPL.
Horrendous decision.
Frankly horrifying. I didn't get a chance to talk to Tanya at all during this, but I sure hope she was doing something very different. Eric, have you gotten to speak to her at all since this series?
Yeah, she was genuinely very shocked she lost. She was not expecting that to happen.
Yeah, which I mean is fair, but this is also that this has got to be Fred's best team. I'm pretty sure this is the exact combo that has both of his wins. They definitely have a loss or 2 in there as well. So if Tanya didn't see that coming, that's definitely tough. But this is a good Freddie team, and even though Tanya put out a good lineup, that just happens sometimes. So
Luigi went nuts, as he very occasionally does, but when he goes nuts, he goes super nuts.
yeah, I'm trying to remember the exact stat.
Eight goals in 2 games was what he just put up.
8 goals in 2 games. I think it was. Give me 2 seconds. Number 2 all time impact across a series. So based off impact, which is a pretty valid stat, I think, for captains. I think it's more valid for sidekicks. This was the second greatest series that anyone's ever had. So pretty good from Luigi, one could say. But that left our MLS standings looking a little bit like this. We have Warriors FC up top on 16 points, Reed Hot Chili Strikers in second on 14 points, Double Dry Bones in third on 13 points, Milwaukee Bucks in fourth on 11, Nepo Babies in fifth on 10, and Fredchester in sixth on 8. Now, I had not looked at this at all since things had ended. And I honestly kind of forgot that Colin was on top by a full game. How does that feel, Colin?
Feels good. I've also kind of mathed out the rest of my season, and outside of Obviously, I have to run Peach out one more time, but other than that, I feel okay with how things are gonna shake out.
Well, we actually are blessed to have the perspective of someone who was probably in first place by about a similar margin last season. Hamilton, do you have any advice for Colin about getting down the stretch here?
I don't want Ham's advice.
Hamilton, do you have any advice?
I've been muted for who knows how long. He's been up. He's up by a point, not a game. I don't know what
Two
happened,
points.
but it's 1 point on me. I'm missing a win against Freddie in week 5. Freddie's on 7.
Mm, I was
If you look
fixing
at the
things
week
today.
5 scoreboard, it's 2 games and Fred and I each won 1,
See, that is something that I was. Brett. Oh,
which gives me a win, which instead of a tie, which puts me up to 15 points.
did you win that game?
Yeah.
I was fixing something today and I
I also was
messed it up.
pretty certain that you had a 9 point lead over Freddie. Because I think both SPL and
Well,
MLS were split from 9 points from top to
Freddie,
bottom.
Freddie will lose a point here because he will go from a tie to a loss. But it'll be a 3-game loss, so he'll still get a point.
this was an area where
Unless
I
I
was
just beat
doing
Freddie.
up. You beat Freddie.
I swept him.
Yeah, you won.
Mm-hmm. Because that was part of my Bowser in 3 straight series.
Yeah. I don't know why. Oh, I know what happened. I was fixing this today, and I changed that to a Luigi goal from a Koopa goal, and it copied it from the 3 goals from the game above, and just gave him 2 extra goals.
Checks out, checks out.
That'll do it.
Um,
Fixed live.
let's hit it with the refresh. I don't know if it'll fix that
You're gonna
quickly,
have to
but
give it. You're gonna have to give it another 10 seconds.
Hamilton is now in third on 15 points. Let's go.
Well, you refresh it halfway through the update. There you go.
And now it's gone back.
Do Control Shift R.
On what is this man teaching me?
Clears the like it does a harder refresh.
One thing
I
that's
have a 1
jumping
point
out to
lead.
me is if
That
this is
feels good.
valid for Tanya, that she has only had 39 goals for and 39 goals against, that has to be the fewest goals like total in her games compared to everyone by like a huge margin. Like, she doesn't score, she has the lowest goals for, and she has the lowest goals against.
Wild.
Compare that to Freddie,
Yeah.
which Freddie's played a lot less games, so his goals for looks lower, but it actually is pretty high. And then his goals against is sky high.
Double hammer, bro. But
I think Garrett only has 2 less goals against.
Than Fred.
Than
Yeah,
Fred.
but in 3 more games.
Okay.
But for the standings, important to note here the top 3, with the first place obviously being so important in the MLS, all separated by 1 game, and then 4th and 5th, which is another huge barrier, only being 1 point apart. So sitting in a very interesting place coming down the line for MLS. I'm trying to remember. Do you guys still does this top 3, do you guys still play each other a lot? I know that
Yeah.
Colin and Reed have played
I
each
play
other.
both of them.
Is the only thing left you guys playing each other in that top 3?
I play Reed and Ham left. They've played each other already.
Okay. So,
And I also have a Fred game.
okay. for strength of schedule, is higher
I
better
also
or
have
is
the
higher
same game.
worse?
Higher means you have harder games remaining.
Okay. Interesting. Um,
For all the
I
casual listeners out there, and not anyone else, where do you see strength of schedule?
It's on the Google sheet. It's not on the website.
Yeah,
it's on the main display page.
Yeah.
you're a real one.
Yeah. Thanks for looking out for the casual listeners, Hamilton. But that wraps it up for MLS. Oh, SPL. Here's a game that
Surprise
I
me.
really don't want to fucking talk about. Yeah, Danny. Danny beat
Austin,
me
I love you.
into. What'd you say?
Austin, I love you. I
You
want you to
love
know
me
that.
for why?
Because you losing is definitely because of me.
Yeah.
Oh, the Bowser Jr. situation.
For you creating a literal monster in the depths for a second time. I literally got scored a chip goal on. This has like absolutely rocked my faith in my team to its absolute core, because I thought this was my A lineup because they handily beat Danny's team last time. And now Danny has a second A team. So shouts out to Eric. I mean this in the best
Don't worry,
way
he got Alberto
possible,
out of
but
that.
I really hope you get relegated just so this never happens again. But huge for Danny. Danny should be thanking Eric every day because his system is his season is officially revived. There is one interesting thing about Danny's future that hopefully I'll remember to talk about later, but he is in a much better spot now than he was 2 weeks ago. Shout out Eric. Speaking of a 2 week ago matchup, whatever you want to call it, we had the run back. Was this a complete mirror run back of the game? Did you run the exact same lineup that beat Dave, Eric?
No. I didn't have Birdo available, so I ran Shy Guy.
Is that what you attribute the loss to?
I attribute the loss to the fact my team couldn't pass for shit, and Dave got so many interceptions.
Do you have any idea why your team might not have been able to pass?
I don't, because I thought it was a pretty good balanced team in terms of, so it should have been at least decent passing.
I mean, it's also
What
just
passers?
go ahead, him.
What passers are on your team?
Each and Shy Guy,
Shy Guy's not a passer.
he's balanced.
N- Not a passer though.
In comparison to three toads. I guess there's the Koopa, but two toads.
Yeah. Sorry, that I just
Yeah.
was.
Nah, fair question, but they Dave's team did look better in this matchup than they did against the last time y'all played. I think that your dry bones went absolutely like insane, like one of the greatest series of all time last time you played against Dave, and not quite as much this run around.
I know you didn't do too much.
Also, if you're not on video right now, please watch this and tell me. This is a pop quiz for what's important about this play, as I've rewinded too far back.
I know the answer to this question.
Colin, do you know the answer to this question?
I wasn't paying that much attention, but no, I don't.
Hamilton, for the listeners at home, can you please grace us with what's significant about this play?
Donkey Kong doesn't fall.
And it actually directly goes to a
Leads to it.
goal.
Oh, yeah. I see it
He
now.
should-
Slide.
He
He should
should
be in
get
the wall.
he should get hit in the fence. And then he picks up the ball. Thunder whams. No, doesn't even thunder wham. He just immediately shoots it. But he should be in the wall. I'm actually curious how many times that's actually happened. And if that is like something worth considering in DK's caliber as a captain. Which we'll talk about later. But Dave did right the wrong from week 5 and got the win against Eric over his direct competitor. Believe it or not, this was 1 versus 2 in the SPL. Eric, would you consider this your A, B, C, D lineup? Like, was this a good team that you put forth?
A minus, B plus.
Okay.
I think probably B plus actually. And I think the lineup I did beat Dave with was A minus. I think I actually have the A plus lineup for this week, which I'm trying out.
Don't mind me just looking at fitness right now.
Mhm.
Got it. Last series of the week for SPL was Come On Mr. Monty versus the Uprising. This was an essential game for both teams. Went all the way to the distance for a Stormship Map 3, as all series should inevitably go. And Garrett was able to get the win off the back off this 3 out of 4, I believe, Mega Strike, which is pretty crazy, especially to do that against Yoshi, who seems to have worse Mega Strike odds than anyone else.
He
Call it-
takes the most shots at it, though.
Yeah, I think that's probably where that bias comes from. Colin, is Jacob cooked?
He's not cooked. It doesn't look good. Obviously, he just lost to Garrett, which is his main
Like-
competition, and
Pretty
he's
sure they could
now 3 points back without the head with like losing the head-to-head tiebreaker. He's heavy favorite to be 6th. But
And he'd probably be
it's not-
looking a little bit better if Danny wasn't looking so good.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to catch anyone else too.
Is that a targeted comment, Austin?
No.
Okay.
Garrett also has a free win in week 9. So unless he's got Diddy, but
Is that the Eric series?
yeah.
I think that might line up for Did Fitness.
Could be Diddy.
Um,
Still winnable.
which we'll see. We'll see how Garrett plays that. But
Take him to this lava pit.
that left our MLS standings as such. Dave's HC United in first, Goose Crusades in second, on 14 points. Spread triple option in third. Are you kidding me? Danny was in fifth. What is this? The Bridesmaids in fourth on 12 points. The Uprising in fifth on 11. And Come On Mr. Monty in sixth on 8. So for SPL, you're looking at, pretty much top 3 or bust in terms of what you're shooting for. And in that range, we have 4 teams all within a game of each other. Going to be very interesting. Colin Hamilton, because you have no dog in this fight. Out of these 4 teams, who are just right now, quick gut check, who's sliding into the second, third spot? Who's your playoff game?
Option.
What'd you say?
It's the run back championship rematch.
I don't know if we've ever played each other in the 2-3 game. Maybe that's where I finally get him.
You played in the upper bracket finals one time,
Yeah.
but you won.
Mm-hmm. I did. It was a sweep. Don't watch the grand finals. Ham, who's your playoff slate?
Crazy take here. The bridesmaids and the uprising. The teams.
Interesting. We got no Mr. Monty believers in the call.
No.
Derek, do you genuinely believe that you're finishing in first?
Not for regular season, but I think I could pull off a championship.
Okay.
What spot do you finish in the regular season, Eric?
I'll say probably second or third.
So that you think your team is on a downward trajectory from where you are at this point.
I didn't say that.
Well, you're
You
in
predicted
second.
yourself to be either where you are or below, not higher.
Right? I'm saying where I am as well. I wouldn't say that's a negative trajectory.
It's not positive.
It's a
You know
it's a
what?
trajectory. All right. We have Eric here. It's always a wonderful opportunity to pick one of the great minds of strikers. So similar vein to when we did our sidekick tier list a couple weeks ago, and we realized that Eric's takes were so divergent that we needed to make his own separate tier list. We're gonna make a captain's tier list, where it's a cumulative board of Colin, Hamilton, and me, and then Eric gets his own board. Do we want to make Eric go first or second?
Second.
Se-
First.
First.
Okay. All right, Eric. Are these in the same order? I'll figure it out. All right, we're just gonna go and however they've randomly landed here. Eric, what tier do you put Yoshi in?
I'll put Yoshi at A.
Okay. I feel like that's surprisingly reasonable. Um, I think for ours, I would also like to put Yoshi in A. Any thoughts on that?
I don't hate A. I think as we add more teams, I'd rather have Yoshi maybe towards the bottom of A.
Was
Obviously,
it?
he has some strong performances, but kind like Super Mega Strike Reliant has some very obvious maps that you can go to, and you always have to play around. Um,
I'd
I
say
think more inconsistent than some of the other top tier captains.
I think he's bottom A, top B.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, but cool to leave him in A for the time being, but thinking we're
Yeah.
going to slide people in front of him.
Yeah.
Potentially one of those people. Eric, where do you have Donkey Kong?
I'll put Donkey Kong at B.
Um, any thoughts on why Donkey Kong is a B tier captain?
He he seems very streaky. There are some games where he doesn't do well, and then there are some games where he just pops off.
Is this
Kind of
because
like how the one series he didn't play that well against you, and then the next series he played well.
No, he played well. He played well in that series.
The one that you won.
Yeah.
Okay. Hamilton, were you gonna say something?
the exact same thing?
Um,
I think in front of Yoshi.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think he might end up being the top of A. I'm not
He's
gonna
second
commit to
second all
that.
time in win percentage, first all time in average placement.
which I was gonna say I would like to lobby for him to be an S, but that depends on if you think there's a sole person in S.
Yeah, that's something I'm debating in my head.
I'm happy to leave him in
Okay.
A for now, and then once we fill out, we can then reevaluate. Does that sound good?
In my mind, I'm gonna state that I had two people in S, but I don't know that Donkey was one of them.
Okay. We'll find out who that is. Is it Bowser Jr.? Eric, do you have Bowser Jr. in S?
I have Bowser Jr. in A.
Above or below Yoshi?
Above.
Can I make a quick request here and have Eric rank Daisy right now?
I kind of want him to do it in order though, like because
Colin,
then
why,
it's
why, why specifically Daisy?
Oh well, he just traded Bowser Jr. for Daisy.
Oh. Wasn't it Peach?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whichever one.
Yeah, I think it was
I have
Peach. I think he gained a Peach from Danny.
then Pete.
Yeah, we can
Oh
just
yeah,
let
well,
Eric go two in a row. It's actually perfectly lined up as the next one. Where do you want to put Peach, Eric?
yeah, it was Pete.
Put her in A.
above, below.
We'll put her below Yoshi.
So are you admitting here you traded for a worse captain? Is that
Yes.
what you're saying?
But the
Okay.
Birdo he got back is the game changer.
Okay.
Obviously.
So, season 5 auction, you are bidding more for Peach than you are for Donkey Kong.
I'm probably. Hmm. Quite frankly, probably not, because their value is low and I could get them for cheap.
No, you can't.
You can get
cannot
Peach for cheap.
You cannot
He
get
can absolutely
Donkey
get
Kong
Peach for cheap.
cheap.
So,
I think he
You're
said
saying
he can get
Peach
he
would
might rate Peach higher, but he can get her for cheap, so he's not gonna bid high because there's no
Okay.
reason to.
Okay, but you're not saying that you're
Which
going to
is
get Donkey Kong for cheap.
semi-rational.
So, Eric, if you got outbid for Peach because someone had bid 25 coins and you bid 20, would you feel slighted when you then have to go bid 25 coins to win Donkey Kong?
Unsure, honestly. Probably not.
Someone has Donkey Kong and Peach on their team as their two captains. They send you two trade offers with the same sidekick packaged with them. You're telling me you take Peach.
Yes.
I love this game.
That's our second place in SPL right now. All right. Peach. Where do you guys want to put Peach?
She's fine there.
Yeah, I don't think she needs to move. Who else? Who else did he rank? He ranked Bowser
Bowser
Jr.
Jr. I think Bowser Jr. goes below Yoshi for me.
Based off this season, I would definitely agree with that. I think prior to this season, I could have been swayed either way, but I
I
think
think I
he's
want to
had.
put him at the top of B as opposed to A. Not necessarily because there's a distinct tier, just because I think A might get a little too populated in a second. If that's not moved, we can move him up at the end if we feel the need to.
Thoughts, Colin,
I agree.
with B?
B. I don't
It's gonna look.
really know why he's B. He just never. I don't know. Since Grant cooked, he's never really been an elite force out there
Yeah, I
to
mean,
warrant A.
I think he had a pretty darn good season last year for Dave. I'm trying to pull up those stats right now.
I mean, he was outclassed by Wario in almost every stat, but
Yeah,
I'd
but I mean,
actually
he
go
had a,
as far as
he had a very good season. He had 1.54 goals per game, 0.54 win percentage. you're right that he was outclassed by Wario, but it was a very solid season, but significantly worse. So I think that's fair, even though we haven't ranked Wario yet. All right. Oh God, I know where Eric's going with this. Where do you want Mario?
Leave him there. Leave him there.
Okay. And is that based off on-field performance, or is that just strong mustache bias?
It's strong mustache bias. I hate his design.
Okay. Where do we want to put Mario?
I'm torn. The first thing I'm going to say is I think Yoshi needs to come down to B. I think he needs to come down in front of Bowser Jr. and B. Free up some space.
Who else is going in your A and S?
I want 2 and 2. I think that makes sense. And frankly, I'm about to make a case for Mario to be low A, high B. I think Mario is actually a very good captain. I think he has been solved.
I would agree. Mario's done amazing things for me, but I think that sorry, I gotta find a way to show you guys. Look what's in the top right corner of my screen.
We can see it. Don't worry.
Okay.
We able to see that the whole time.
That's wild.
Well, it is perfectly cropped off screen for the podcast.
That's wild.
Do you need to take it? Don't click.
Okay.
Colin, did you see my text message?
What?
Oh no, I didn't.
Well, me opening me opening that test has deleted our tier list. So we gotta start from scratch real quick. Shouldn't be too hard though. We had Donkey Kong in A, Yoshi in A, Bowser Jr. in B, Peach in D.
Wario down. Oh well, you just bulk as it is. Or elect. Luigi. Wow, you are moving people, and I'm not seeing.
Mario, I don't think should be C.
I just think he's not.
I'd be
yet.
fine to put him in back of B, but I think rating him equal to or above Yoshi is absurd.
He'd be bottom. He'd be the very bottom of B. Obviously, his stats are hurt by Shell's season. He's like bottom 5 in win percentage, but Mario 2 is number 1 in win percentage, which is Mario 1 has sucked.
Didn't see Dry Bones hanging around up there. Colin, do you think that Yoshi has to come down from A?
Yoshi's 5th overall win percentage, number 1 in impact, which is kind of funny. I'm okay with bottom of A, I think.
I'll hold still.
Well, we can. I think there's room for debate as more people fill into A.
Yeah.
All right. Did the kid? Where's he going for you, Eric?
Put him in F.
Each 2.0.
What
Are you aware that the Did and Peach have the same stats?
Or
And Mega Strike. And Mega Strike power up.
So can you walk me through the logic between the difference of Peach and the Did?
I just think I would perform better with Peach, and Peach is also just better vibes.
Locker room type situation. I get it. Okay.
See, I would argue that the Did has better vibes.
Can you get Pooh out of there?
Got it.
Okay. Thanks.
um, I think the
Just
did has to be in lockstep with Peach. I don't care whether it's above or behind, but I think they're just together in D.
yeah.
I would fight for above Peach. It's obviously same tier. I think the red card is just a better version of the snapshot. I think
Doesn't the
Peach,
snapshot last longer?
surprisingly, I think Peach
Red
might
card
have a better
definitely lasts
win
longer.
rate. Actually, Peach has a lower win rate, and I would argue Peach has had a surprisingly good run of captains versus Did had some poor management over the seasons. Um, and Did still has cranked out a better record, but
If I could stack them vertically on top of each other at this point, I think I would. So I'm fine to put
That,
them in either order.
don't worry,
that'd be
guys. The
fair.
test is back at the bottom.
Yeah, I just thought-
we do have a new test at the top, and that one's hype. I'm half tempted to throw away this tier list again. I'm not gonna lie. All right, PD the plant. You just traded him away effectively for Peach, so I assume we're going back of A.
Go, yes.
No, he's an S.
And so you traded away an S tier captain.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we have his sidekick tier list?
I
still?
wanted to see that as well. I can find it probably. Do we know
Yeah,
what
it's
podcast that was?
it's definitely it's definitely you better have had Birdo and S plus. That's the only way this makes sense. Where do we want to put PD? Kind of an interesting captain after the past couple seasons.
I still think Petey's an S tier captain if I'm gonna speak. I'd settle for A, but I think he's in the top two.
I personally think if PD's an S, then Donkey Kong is also an S. I don't think there's really anything you can do at this point to differentiate the two of
I
them.
don't want EDNS.
Okay, I can settle for A.
I'm
With-
gonna fight against PD leading a team to a bottom performance, as that's you know.
Can we agree that Petey's above Donkey in A?
If you want to fight for it, I'll allow it.
I view them pretty similarly. If you don't have it pulled up right now, Colin, I can find it.
I have the Eric's tier list.
Oh no, I was just asking. I was gonna ask about the statistical comparison between Donkey Kong and PD.
Donkey Kong and PD. Let's see. Donkey Kong is a 58 win percentage. PD's got a 52. Goals per game. PD's at 173. Donkey's 167. They're right next to each other in strikers index. Donkey Kong's got a slightly better impact and a much better plus minus. Obviously, PD absolutely demolishes in Mega Strike goals, which is a factor. You know, you're never really out of it with PD.
PD is also 7-5 against Donkey Kong.
I was about to go. Donkey Kong does a significantly better average placement, but that is definitely hemorrhaged by Colin's sixth place last season. So I think they could go in either order, and if you feel strongly about PD being in front, Hamilton, I'll back that.
I mean, another thing in my mind that's worth looking at is Donkey is 7-10 against Bowser versus PD's 8-15. One of those is a lot better, and it's Donkey's in my mind. And in my mind, in order to win the championship right now, you got to beat Bowser. So,
Yeah, I mean, I've lost in the finals with both of them. So
okay.
You know.
The
Yeah.
image of Austin's or Eric's sidekick tier list in the voice chat text channel.
Oh.
Just a weird
I find that.
where
Where where do you access that?
uh great question.
You just hurled that into the void somewhere.
Oh, at the top right, it says show chat. If you're in if you're watching the stream.
Gotcha. That's.
By the way, he
Uh,
had Birdo at the bottom of B.
I'll pull that. We'll pull that up at the end for context to his list. All right. Daisy. Where's Daisy going, Eric?
Put her with Peach.
In front or behind? This is important.
In front.
That's an important cropping.
What?
In front.
Never mind.
Are you aware what Daisy's all-time win percentage is?
Sure, lower than Peach's, but that doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, it's the only person who's sub 30%. It's 29%, and Peaches is 36%, and then the
Daisy
next
got
highest.
wins.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Eric is actually doing wonders for both of them. Wins come few and far between, but okay, yeah, Daisy and A above DK. Got it. Do you guys think that Daisy deserves to be an F alone as a captain, or do you think she goes with Did and
I think
Peach?
She goes behind him, but I don't think she needs to be in her own tier.
And there could be like a gap, a physical gap. Put all the sidekicks in between.
I will say, if you asked me
That-
3 weeks ago, I would have without a doubt just put Daisy in her own F tier. But the results over the past couple weeks,
Daisy did just get a win over Yoshi.
yeah, and had another win over Waluigi, but that's not really something worth bragging about. But yeah, I'm fine with her.
Sub 30 win rate is not good.
Yeah. Only person, but Eric is improving it, so maybe next season it'll look a little better. All right, Eric, where are you putting Bowser? Your season 1 heartthrob. Reminder,
put him-
he's won back-to-back championships.
He's
Put him in
lost
B.
the MLS. He did lose last year in the MLS, so like, how good is he
true.
really?
That's true. Yeah. Is he above or behind Donkey Kong?
Above.
Eric, if you could go back to season 1, would you still trade Bowser for Daisy?
What's up?
If you could go back to season 1, would you still trade Bowser for Daisy?
Yes.
Knowing that you didn't make playoffs and Garrett did.
There's no way of telling that, though.
You are traveling back in time, so you know that.
Bowser doesn't do it for me. He
There-
disappointed me too much.
There also was a way of knowing. We actually had enough info at that point. All right. Where's Bowser going? Where's he going? Is he going up here? Is he going down there?
F tier, he ruins the game.
Yeah. And man goes an S. I think it does kind of matter whether or not it's Danny's Bowser or Hamilton's Bowser. I feel like Danny's
Yeah,
Bowser
sucks.
definitely S. Hamilton's Bowser might be an A. I'm not gonna lie.
Completely valid.
Wario. Eric, where are you putting Wario?
Does he have a mustache?
I'll put him in C.
Is it the stash?
No, it's the fact that he played like shit for me after you gave him to me last season.
He
It's
played like
less
shit
that
for
he.
Awesome before. Too.
It's less that he played like shit. It's just that he got gooned by the goat. All right, y'all good with this? All right.
No. I know you hate Wario, but I do think he's an A tier captain.
Put him in A.
I think he's in
Actual-
front of Yoshi.
Top of A.
He was one of my two S tiers, so I'm good with him being in top of A.
He's better than Petey.
He's not better. He's not better than DK though.
It's a three-way. It's a three-horse race. Anyone can win on any day of the week.
I'll leave it there just because this looks sick. The way that Wario and PD are fighting. I want to watch that. Waluigi. What an arc this man has had. Now, if I remember right, you're not a Waluigi hater, are you, Eric?
Not necessarily a hater, but I don't care for him.
Okay. Where do you want to put him?
Where's he?
We'll put him in C with Wario.
Wow, brothers.
All right, real quick, I'm going to type a private message to Hamilton and Colin about a prediction regarding Eric for next season that I just need documented that I called this now. And Eric, you can't know this.
Gonna create the
Can't know
FPL
what?
season 5 predictions page. Throw it on there.
Can you add that I'm in MLS to it?
I guarantee that I'd bet a lot of money on it. But I just need to call that now.
That's fair. I disagree, but I understand your logic.
It's coming. I guarantee it. The seed has been
Is that your
planted.
prediction for next season that Ham is winning the MLS and promoting, or this season?
Let me add a caveat.
He's promoting every season.
I'm losing. Austin, I'm losing.
I feel like we have carved out a beautiful spot for Waluigi to sit in. Right in C.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Man sits in there like the car seat for a baby. Like it's perfect.
That is right where he belongs, which is slightly better than the other speed captains, but not as good as anyone else.
I feel much better about our tier list just for that one fact. That was satisfying. All right, final captain, Eric. Where's Luigi going?
Put Luigi in. Put him in B.
I swear he said E is an elephant.
I also
What am I doing? I was trying to make an E tier, and now I am lost. That is an option. Okay. That's what I wanted to do. That's great. Okay.
Okay.
That's where we're leaving it. All right, Eric.
So, go ahead, talk.
I was gonna ask, is there anything that you want to change here in hindsight, looking at your list? Giving you the opportunity.
No.
Okay, so this is perfection.
Yes, it is.
Good.
Can I just get I think it was talked about, but I wanted to get talked about again. Eric's sidekick tier list. Which two sidekicks did he trade for, and which two did he trade away, and where are they on his tier list?
So, you guys can't see it, but the listeners can see, and terrible formatting, can see Eric's tier list on screen. So if you pull it up, you can reference that. But Eric traded away a Shy Guy, who was his S tier sidekick, his sole S tier sidekick, um, and got a Birdo, which is his mid B. But to be
He traded
fair,
another.
he
He
lost
traded
PD.
another sidekick, didn't he?
He traded a
Made two
Monty.
trades.
Who's
I have the trade.
Yeah, and I know he traded Shy Guy and PD to Garrett, which like honestly, like fair enough, that kind of made sense.
Yeah, and then he traded away a Boo for Birdo. So he added a Monty and a Birdo, a Shy Guy, his S tier, and a Boo, his also B tier. So it was an S captain. He traded an S captain away to receive an A captain, and then he traded an S and a B tier sidekick for an A and a B tier sidekick in
I would point out
in his
he
rankings.
he traded an S tier captain, his sole S tier captain, for his number two overall A tier captain, and then traded that captain away for his fifth
The best
overall
captain,
captain.
I will
but also
say,
losing his sole S tier sidekick.
Yeah,
yeah, I will give Eric some props though. He does like, I mean, I don't feel like Shy Guy and Boo stocks like. I think he did actually, make sidekick upgrades not worth the
Yes,
cost at all. But when you lay it out
he
like
did
that,
upgrade the side.
he did, and I guess it's working. Um, where are we putting Luigi?
I think behind Mario and B.
I don't like Luigi more than Mario.
You do?
He scores, man.
I disagree.
The guy scores.
I think he scores
I
8 goals in a game and then disappears for 3 weeks.
that's that's a fair point.
I personally like Mario more than Luigi, but I
He's
also feel
all-time
like
leader in goals per
Luigi
game as
like
a. That can't be true. Is that true?
Luigi is like from every measurable statistic, Luigi is better than Mario. The only thing that Luigi is not better than Mario at is winning compared to Mario 2.
It's just Mario 2, though.
Yeah, but literally everything else. So I agree. I like Mario more, but I think if we're considering anything outside of
Luigi's the
Mario 2, then
all-time leader
Luigi
in
goes
goals per
above.
game, apparently.
How are we feeling about this list? Let me,
Might not include season one.
Why are you
and,
disrespecting Kate?
fine. How's that?
Fine.
There are
Say,
parts of it that I don't love, but I don't hate it.
yeah, I think all of us have a little bit different idea of A, but I think we all agree that like that's A,
I
if
think
that
I
makes
like
sense.
I think I like the tiers that people are in. I don't think I like the orders, which is
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of dig Bowser Jr. and B. I'm not going to lie. I think I think that's a bit of a hot take, but I also think it hits.
He doesn't get it done in the big moments.
Who's
Yeah.
SPL manager of Bowser Jr.? Garrett
Uh,
or
Now
Danny now?
Danny.
Danny
Yeah.
now.
It was Garrett, and Bowser Jr. was absolutely blowing,
Yeah.
like harder than any shooting captain had ever done. except actually other than Tanya's Bowser Jr., who was also blowing. I think Yoshi sits right on the precipice, but I personally would keep Yoshi in A.
I
Yeah.
think his egg is enough to keep him up.
He
Yeah.
gets so many eggs. If he didn't get it,
Yeah.
I don't know how he gets so many. If he got less, maybe he wouldn't be up there, but he seems to pop 4 eggs a game.
Is it that he gets so many eggs, or is it that much more notable every time he gets an egg?
That every time he gets one, it's possible.
I mean, Daisy gets a ton of crystal smashes, but
I
we
see
Yeah.
a
aren't
lot of
going to talk
crystal
about that.
smashes. I see a lot of thunder whams. I feel like you don't necessarily see fire and mud as much, but also maybe it's because they take a while to use them
Yeah.
because they could sit with it like half used for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
I
know
feel
if
like
there's
Sonic
any
Roar
strong
doesn't
correlation
happen
with
that
that.
often.
What'd you say?
I feel like Sonic Roar doesn't happen that often for it being a single use.
It's also useless.
It sucks. Yeah.
And I'm not arguing against it. I'm just saying like I don't feel like I see it that often.
I
Okay.
could buff that technically
No.
in the future.
No.
That's that's a different conversation.
Oh, absolutely.
Predboard. Week 7 was terrible for people not named Colin. So that's not good. I ended up getting the last one right. So Colin went 5 for 6. Hamilton went 2 for 6. I went 3 for
yeah.
6.
3.
That's
Dave went 3. Freddie went 3. Reed went 2.
yeah. Well, this is great. Let me make this maximize for 1 second. So Colin sits pretty firmly ahead in the Golden Picker. He has a 3-game lead. Hamilton still has himself nestled in between us somehow. I don't know how you continue to do that. We're also missing a game. Most of us. So I don't know if that will change things at all.
That shows 42 on my screen. I don't know why it's just 41 on your screen.
Take that,
No longer
Hamilton.
nestled.
No longer nestled.
Robbery.
He has lost his nestling.
It was probably because of the tie
Tie.
from the Fred Ham game
Yeah.
that I had to fix earlier.
But so Colin having a good season both in SPL and on the podcast. That's pretty unheard of. The only other person to do that was Eric.
I haven't been defecating, so it's been correlating well.
Yeah. We'll have to see how that finishes the season out. But kicking things off in week 8 with a very interesting matchup of Reed versus Jake. Does anyone have their fitness pulled up?
Yeah, I do. Jake doesn't have Donkey Kong. Reed does not have Yoshi. So we're going to get Mario versus Petey. Reed, other than that, has his full lineup ready to go. Jake is missing a Boo, so he's going to be running at least one Birdo, Koopa, Toad are his options.
I will point out Reed is missing a Shy Guy, so he can't run double Shy
Yep.
Guy.
He can't run double Shy Guy. Was pretty confident he wasn't going to do that, so I didn't mention it. I think Reed's team's better here. I don't know what he's going to be running, but he could run some pretty good lineups unless, I mean, he could run double balance, but there's a good chance he's going to have at least a Hammer Bro and a Dry Bones out there, and at least one of the two. We could get double Birdos, but Mario 1 is not Mario 2. I'm going to go Reed. I'll give Jake a point, though.
I will say Mario 1 did not do me poorly last season.
Other than the
But
one
who
Peach
did you
series.
poorly?
Other
Why
than
didn't
one
you?
Peach series. Why didn't I promote? Because Bowser
Yeah.
lost.
Interesting. Never mind. That's not true. Disregard. I think I was trying to lean towards Jake, but then when Colin laid it out, I do think that Reed has a better team, and I'll go Reed in 2. I think there's a very solid PD lineup buried in there that Reed can maybe find.
The question is, I think he'll use the new tool that Colin made too, so have a better idea of maps, which I think was one of Reed's downfalls.
I will say it does not really help for this matchup. They have not played each other a lot.
Interesting.
It doesn't help for most matchups. There's rarely more than 2 games, maybe 3.
Still a helpful tool.
Yeah.
I'll go Reed in 3. Will Eric keep the guarantee?
We'll do Jake in 3.
These guys know nothing about this thing.
Do we want the Fred Reed picks?
Yeah, we can toss him in there.
Is Eric part of Antipod? Or Counterpod, sorry.
I don't think Eric, because Eric's never made a prediction not on the pod. I don't think he's Counterpod.
Yeah, plus he's on the pod.
As Austin fights Sheets formatting.
It's just every week. So we have Fred and Reed.
Freddie and then Reed. Fred's gone
showing.
Jake in 3, so you can leave that one there. And Reed has backed himself in 3.
Austin, how do you feel about this pick and Reed? Known Reed hater.
I do hate Reed. To be honest, I can't even remember the last thing that Reed did to piss me off. I know there was something not too long ago. So
That is Matt picks this week.
yeah, that was bad. But I mean, he has the GOAT backing him. Eric backed the choice. So what do I do? What do I know? But Eric denies the guarantee. The Sheets boys, even though there's only 2 of them, they can't find unison. Colin versus Freddie. Freddie continues to only have 2-game series. So I'm imagining his fitness is still fine.
He is without Brovechkin, which is Hammer Bro.
He has Brosif.
Which is Hammer Bro 3.
Yeah. I kind of wish he had both of them, just in case he wanted to run them both.
Don't worry, we'll get to some double Hammer Bro action later.
Colin is without
that's on the cards.
Mrs. Monty.
I am without Mrs. Monty.
I think the rest of Colin's team is good enough where that doesn't matter. I do think that Freddie has his good Luigi lineup available, so I think it'll be 3 games, but I do back Colin.
I mean, look, gotta happen eventually. No time like the present. Give it to me in 3.
See, that's what we said last week, and he won. He got his time.
And that's what I'm saying. He's a second half manager. We're in the second half of the season. Time for the training wheels to come off.
There's one stat here though that I need to
Actually,
keep up, and that is I'm currently sweeping Fred all time, 6-0. I gotta keep the sweep alive. Colin in 2.
I would like to go back on my pick. I'm remembering that Freddie was SPLing and driving, and that does not deserve any support. So I'm going to switch this to Colin in 2. Freddie will now finish dead last in the season. That's not a hot take, but SPLing and driving is very frowned upon.
Let me pull something up for you real quick, Hamilton, for your Freddie second place gambit.
Yeah.
I did find a scenario where Freddie ends up in second.
You haven't given anyone else any points.
No one else gets points. It's only Freddie in 2.
It works.
He's still always playing one more game than me, even in that scenario. where I don't play any more games.
It's Freddie can still make it a second. He can still make it. Eric, who's your pick in this matchup?
Let's go Colin in 2.
Oh boy.
No pressure. I love this guarantee. I can't lose.
Absolute. I'm
No,
hopping on.
You're in 3. What is this?
I'm hopping on the wagon.
Oh, Fred picked me in 3, and Reed picked me in 3 as well.
Oh boy. Even the Sheets boys know. Everyone knows what's up. Tanya versus Hamilton. This feels like the matchup that Hamilton loses in week 8. That makes it so he doesn't promote. This has that written all over it.
Can I go first? Can I get Tanya in 2?
Damn it! I wanted to pick Tanya.
This just screams. I'm pretty sure that your Peach loss was in week 8 last season. Yep. Week 8. Hamilton loses to Peach.
Rookie managers. Don't have a good read on them.
I have a fun stat. Not really that fun. Tanya, as we know, unpredictable on what captain she's gonna throw out. Bowser Jr. just got a loss. She could go with Did. Did all time versus Bowser. You know what the record is?
2-1.
3-5.
It's 3-3. Which for Diddy, very good. For Bowser, pretty bad.
Hear me out. What if I counter pick with Daisy? Run it back.
I feel like this is too ripe for the picking, and ooh. I feel like
every time I'll seem to see that hit the check.
I must hit check.
It's so tempting. I feel like this is too obvious, and I'm gonna go ham in 3. Gonna reverse psychology myself.
No, I'm gonna ham hate Tanya in 3. Ham's pick doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
Eric, what's yours?
We'll do Tanya in 3.
That's what I wanted to hear.
The fact that if I wasn't doing this would be a guarantee for Tanya. with Bowser on Hamilton's team.
Ham just won with Daisy. That means he's probably gonna lose with Bowser because that's the only thing that makes sense.
I know it's too perfect. He's not gonna win, but I gotta do it.
Both the counter pod boys picked Ham. Fred in 2, Reed in 3.
Ah.
You said Reed in
3. Should have broken onto your computer and turned off Smart Fill.
All right. Jaco versus Dave. Why am I smelling an upset?
Give me Jacob in 3.
Wow, I didn't even get to get my thoughts out. That's great.
I'm looking at lineups. I love him.
Jaco doesn't have his hammer, bro. Dave has his full roster available.
He's missing a Toad.
He still has 3 toads.
I feel like I smell an upset here. I'm also gonna go Jaco in 3. This probably won't pan out, but there's this when I played Jacob in like I think it was week 5, I could just feel it. I could feel that this is gonna be a Yoshi bomb. Although, I do think that Dave will know how to handle map picks, but Jacob's home, so maybe he can sneak a good map 3 in there.
I could see an upset. Obviously, Yoshi could always pop off with the egg, but I am gonna go Dave. I'll give Jacob a map though.
Eric,
We'll do Jaco in 2.
I knew for a fact this man was just predding on whatever got him closer to first. I knew it. I knew it.
Dave and two
Completely unintentional, I'll
from the
say.
boys.
I like the diversity across the
Then
entire game.
why would you pick Jacob in two?
Got a good feeling.
All right. Garrett versus Danny. Jeez,
The
we're getting to an interesting part
Eric
of this.
trade
season.
recipients.
Yeah.
Danny without a Boo and a Koopa. So his sidekicks
Alright, question.
are Hammer Bro, Toad,
Question.
Hammer Bro.
Question for the boys, as we discuss this. Petey known to get absolutely walloped by Bowser. 6-13 overall. Do you run Diddy?
I'm running PD and I'm not thinking about it. It's a double Hammer Bro Bowser.
Is it guaranteed double hammer bro? That's winnable.
He's locked into double hammer bro. I think double hammer bro blows.
Danny's kind of cornered himself into a few iffy sidekick positions this season.
Yeah, that was optional by him too. Like earlier in the season when he ran double hammer bro, he was like that was kind of necessary for him to reset his fitness. This one he could have just avoided.
Yeah.
There's not really an excuse for this one other than I guess he either likes it or just wasn't paying attention.
Didn't think ahead.
I'll let you
I'm
go
still
first
gonna
on
give
this
it to
one if you
Danny.
want. I didn't want this to be a guarantee because I don't think that that's correct. So
I'm still
gonna
going
give-
Dan.
I'm gonna
Can't
pick against the
deny
golden
Bowser
picker.
Petey matchup.
How many games?
Oh, 3. Give him 1. They're pretty much perfectly split to always go 3.
I don't know. In my head, I'm kind of digging the Did Bowser matchup right here. Like
The Did Bowser matchup.
I feel pretty good about Garrett winning with Petey, but I feel really good about Garrett winning with the Did. I feel really good about that. I think the Did owns Bowser double hammer bro.
If he had his own
Garrett,
hammer bro
too.
to run the lineup.
You said Garrett did too.
Yeah.
Guard trip.
You
Eric,
can tight.
Garrett in 3.
This feels wrong now. Please tell me the Pod Boys picked Danny.
Bad Boys split. Brad went Danny in 3. And Reed went Garrett in 3.
That doesn't feel as bad. 75% feel a lot worse than 66%.
yeah. I mean, if it was anything but double hammer bro, this would feel egregious. But I'm top of my head, I don't think double hammer bro has ever won a single series. Could be wrong.
You gotta run them both at midfield,
Triple Hammer
right?
Bro has.
Yeah, triple hammer bro has, but I don't think double hammer bro has ever won a series.
Double hammer bro Toad. He's gonna be pinging the ball around. Get
Two
the Bowser
Bowser.
Jr. out there for 4 passers if he wanted to.
Somehow that seems better. I don't know why. Me versus
Eric,
Eric.
who you running? Peach or Daisy?
It's a Daisy week, right?
It is a Daisy week.
I'll leak if you leak.
I got Daisy, Dry Bones, Double Monty.
Got it.
Predicting what I think. You also have a Birdo.
I preferred
Okay.
running Double Monty over Monty and Birdo.
Austin has his full lineup available and could run a hammer bar out for a 3rd straight week.
You could. I'll be a man of honor. I'm running the goat Mario 2.
I had it already plugged in.
A Monty, a Dry Bones, and a Boo. Double Monty. I was not expecting that.
You
So
should
this
counter with
is-
your own double Monty. We should get 4 Monties on the field.
Oh God, no.
Can we get a
my
matchup of 6 Monties and a Peach versus Daisy?
it-
Only
Or Peach versus
one.
the Kid?
There's only one sidekick that has 6 in any league, and it's Toad, and they all are owned by Dave.
Gator.
if
Can I get
I
Austin in 2?
if my season was going any better, I would join you in Quad Monty, but unfortunately it's not. So
I'm also going to give it to Austin in 2. And the pod boys have also given, or the counterpods have also gone Austin in 2.
you guys are crazy.
Well, Eric, absolute guarantee this. Defecate Eric. Shit your pants right now.
And the Chili's.
He can't do it.
Ian too.
I will say last time when Eric and I played, you said you're playing Daisy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mario Daisy went to a close map 3 last time they played earlier this season. So
Mario leads the series 5-3 overall.
yeah, I think it'll be close even if I win. But
Mario leads the series 6-0. If that changes your mind on what you want to run,
it doesn't. Oh God, should it? Fuck. I don't want to play Wario anymore, man. I hate that guy.
But if you play him now, you can run Mario for the rest of the season.
not for playoffs.
Then no, if I don't play Mario, he won't be All-Star eligible. I don't care.
I
I don't care.
think I have him on the ballot already.
I don't care. But they have to play at least 3 series, right?
I have it at 2.
You had it 2?
Should
Well,
be
I have it
3.
at 2 for the position, but I guess it really should be 3 for captains. But
Yeah,
then it gets real slim.
yeah. For captains, it should definitely be 3. But anyway, Mario's
Yeah,
playing this
that
week.
should be.
I don't want to see Wario's stupid face ever again. But I believe that's a wrap for episode 39. In the home stretch of the season, just like every year, it feels like this has gone by in a blink. We only have 3 more games left. And we're tentatively planning on releasing All-Stars next week. So that's exciting as well. Yeah. Just realizing now we have every series is 3-1, but we only have 1 guarantee. And it's not even Eric. That's the odd man out. So there's nothing
He's the odd man out twice. I'm the odd man out twice. You're the odd man out once. Hey, I'm just went with the flow.
Group thinker. Yeah. Ham just went with left team every time.
Left team bias is real.
It's so back.
Shout out Fred.
All right.
Well, unfortunately not shout out Fred, but you know.
Well, that wraps that up. We'll see y'all later. Peace.
Bonk.